Hello everybody and welcome to Gene's Reviews from a regular dude, where I do trailer reactions, I react to YouTube videos, I review YouTube channels, occasionally I'll review a movie, but really, I just do whatever the hell I want. Hello everybody and welcome to Gene's Reviews from a regular dude, and I'm back down in the basement. Okay, I'm going to start things off with just telling a little bit about what's been going on and why I've been gone for so long and everything. When my mom passed away, I had to get the house put over into my name. And in order to do that, I had to get an attorney. So that's finally done now. And we've got the house up for sale. We got people coming through looking at it and stuff. We actually had one person that put in an offer, and we accepted the offer, but then they backed out at the last minute because of personal issues. I guess it was a woman with her child, and she couldn't leave the state of California because her baby's daddy had got an attorney or something, so she couldn't get the house. So we're still trying to sell it. I've also, my mom, I think, had some life insurance. We're trying to get that straightened out so that when we do sell the house, we can get another one. We're planning on moving to Arizona, me and my sister, where the weather is a lot warmer and we won't have to deal with snowy winters. We'll just have to deal with 120, 125 degree summers. But we can handle that. Every place there has central air, so, and I lived there before and I loved it, so we'll see how that works out. Also, I finally got approved for my disability, so I'll start getting disability payments this month. On the 26th, I think, is my first payment, but then they also back paid me a whole bunch, so I'm going to be able to pay the attorney with that and maybe help put down payment on the house and get my sister a new vehicle, because my sister, the van they were in when my mother passed away, was totaled out, so we'll have to get my sister a new vehicle. But I just thought I'd tell a little bit about what's been going on and everything. And I'm glad to be back, finally. I should be uploading on a more regular basis now. And I thought I'd start things off with a video from... The channel's called something like Whiskey J1. And this is Skinwalker Ranch Paranormal Activity. Perimeter Night Full Recon. This is a part 1. So if you like it, you can go to their channel, which I will have in the description, and you can check it out. So let's check this out. Skinwalker Ranch Paranormal Activity. Skinwalker Ranch, by the way, is in Utah, and that's where I'm from, so that's kind of cool.
I'm getting freaking spooked right now. God damn, what the hell is that smell? Space Wolf Research. What? Maybe a weird animal was getting killed over there?
Looks kind of like
UFOs, bears. Choose your own adventure. It's paranormal hot.
Looks kind of like Area 51. They got everything all blocked off with do not enter signs and stuff like that.
You want to come see UFOs? You want to see Sasquatch, shapeshifters, chupacabra? You got it all here, man. Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah.
So check this out, you guys. Tonight, we're finally gonna intentionally go out on a recon mission around the Skinwalker Ranch. Very Skinwalker Ranch that you've heard about on the TV show, or maybe you've seen the documentary. It's for real. Just got off work duty, working the day shift, so my night is wide open. It's not gonna take us too much time, but we're gonna do a recon, a perimeter recon around the Skinwalker Ranch here in Utah. That fine lady there inside the top stop. I asked her how long she's lived here in the Uinta Basin. She said about 10 years. I said, have you ever had any supernatural experiences? And she said, oh no, but I've heard about it. She said, oh no, I've heard about it and the Skinwalker Ranch and all that business. And I said, oh, well, I'm gonna go take a drive around it tonight. And she's like, oh, what? I'm like, yeah. I said, I've been out there a few times already. And she's like, oh, you gotta watch out. That stuff's really serious. I was like, haha, yeah, sure.
I don't know, it could be.
And she said, no, you gotta be real careful. I said, well, I'm not gonna go inside the place. I'm just gonna drive around the perimeter of it. And she says, oh, well, you gotta be careful. You might get sucked in. Stranger things have happened. It's like, oh my God, okay. And she seemed genuinely concerned, to be honest with you. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do tonight. I'm just heading out of town here at Roosevelt, Utah, where I work. Let me tell you how I came to discover. Maybe I should turn on my headlights.
I think Roosevelt, Utah's on the way to Colorado. There's Roosevelt and Vernal. I lived in northern Utah, so I lived up by Idaho.
The Skinwalker Ranch phenomenon. Okay. I live in Ogden, Utah. It's about a 3-hour drive from here, but I have to work out here for about a week at a time. And so...
Yeah, Ogden was about 45 minutes from where I lived.
My first week-long work hitch that I came out here, I walk in the door, and on the TV show is, I think it's on the History Channel, is this TV show called Skinwalker Ranch, something or other. And the guys, my crew, there's like 4 or 5 people in there. They're all glued to the TV. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What is this? What is a Skinwalker Ranch? I've never even heard of such things. And they said, oh man, it's a Skinwalker Ranch. It's like, it's nearby here somewhere. I was like, what? They're making a TV show nearby here. Okay, sure. What's that all about? So I just kind of caught, 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there for the first few times I came to know of it. And I gotta tell you guys that I'm totally skeptical of anything that has to do with Sasquatch or Bigfoot or anything like that. So the Skinwalker Ranch is right in the same vein.
I believe in it.
I didn't give it a whole lot of thought until we're driving out here to it. It's only 7.5 miles from where I work, literally. And so we're headed out that way. So between now and when we get there, I'm just going to tell you how I came to know of the place. But so being that sometimes I work in the daytime, sometimes I work at the nighttime. When I work day shifts, I'm kind of left, to only the nighttime hours to go and explore and check stuff out. And so since I'm new to this area, that's what I do. I always go and I check out things. Well, I had driven out in this area south of town at night on 2 or 3 different instances. And it wasn't until, like I said, about a month or 2 after I even came to know that the Skinwalker Ranch existed, that I really started learning more about it. And it turns out that I had actually already driven around the perimeter of this place a couple times before on two other occasions at night as well as in the daytime. Shit, I rode my motorcycle out around it on a 3rd time, I think, in the daytime. So I didn't even realize that I was around it or near it. There's not big signs, at least not on that part of the road, that tell you that, hey, you're in the Skinwalker Ranch area. So I was kind of shocked when I discovered that, holy crap, I've already been out there, right near there. The next time I had any sort of encounter with anything to do with the Skinwalker Ranch is I was over at the Roosevelt Airport getting fuel into my helicopter. Not my helicopter, the helicopter that I fly for my job. And this fully blacked out EC-130 helicopter starts, all these suited people get inside of it, and it spools up and then it flies off, and I figure, oh shit, I bet that's the History Channel executives or whoever.
The Men in Black.
The Skinwalker Ranch flying out there. Sure enough, they depart the airport, headed in a beeline straight for the Skinwalker Ranch, which from there is maybe 10 miles away from it, 10, 12 miles away from it. So I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it really is a pretty legit thing out here. So let me see what this TV show is all about.
You know, it makes sense that the Skinwalker Ranch should be near Roosevelt. I didn't know it was near Roosevelt. But Roosevelt has a really high population of Native Americans. Now, Skinwalkers are a Native American thing, I believe. So that makes a lot of sense that it would be in that area near Roosevelt and Vernal. There's a lot of Native Americans there.
So I watched, I don't know, 10-minute segments here and there of what I could find on YouTube of the History Channel's show. And oh my god, you guys, it is such freaking nonsense. Total scripted garbage bullcrap. At least from my observation. I haven't watched it, numerous episodes of it, to really be able to tell you, to make a full opinion about it. But still, from what I saw on it, it's like, oh my god, these people just cashed in on it. History Channel is cashing in on it for TV ratings and whatnot. So, whatever. There's a TV show that exists. Fine. So, I didn't give it a whole lot of thought for a few months. It's almost a full moon, too. Woo! So, sometime later, I got a little bit curious about it. So, I was like, okay, let me see what this shit's all about. Over the last, I don't know, four or 5 months, I guess, I've just kind of delved into a little bit here and there about it. You got to make a turn off right here off of the US Highway 40 to the Bottle Hollow Reservoir, which is right over here. It's half a mile, I can see it. And so Bottle Hollow Reservoir and this whole area is known, or legend has it that this whole place has seen a lot of weird paranormal activity, things like, you know, UFO sightings.
I believe it.
Like that. And that
I believe
has
it.
Gone on, you know, these stories have gone on for freaking years. So here we are at the Ute Indian rest stop. Here we are passing right by the Ute Indian rest stop, right? So yeah, so I start doing some more research, and I just Google it, and I find out that Joe Rogan had actually come all the way out here, some maybe 10 years ago or something. Like, he's been out here, so he brought some notoriety to it. And then I found numerous other YouTube videos talking about it as well, and then I found my way to skinwalkerranch.org. It's a website. And so on there, it's kind of a collection of all of the photographic evidence that has been collected over all the years. And all this nonsense. And so check it out. It's a pretty good source.
Guys like this that are total skeptics like that and everything, and I understand it. I mean, it's wacky. It's hard to believe and everything. But he needs to have something happen to him, so his opinion can change a little bit, because I really do believe it. And I'm going to have to ask my cousins about this, because they grew up in Roosevelt. They spent their whole lives, all through school and everything, in Roosevelt. So they would know.
Some information if you want to find out what there is to know about this place. So I did all that research, and so I still, again, wasn't giving it much thought. And it was maybe about 4 weeks ago now. I was pulling a shift with the crew, and somebody was commenting about some stuff I had posted on Facebook. They were telling me that I should probably get and rent this documentary. And it's the documentary put out by the same guy that did the Bob Lazar Area 51 documentary. And so I was like, well, seems pretty legit. I had already seen that documentary. He made a decent and intriguing video. Let's see what he has to say about Skinwalker Ranch. And so my buddy swore by it. He's like, oh my god, you're gonna be convinced. And I was like, okay, sure. So we watched this freaking documentary, and I'll tell you what, it was pretty freaking boring. It was hard to not fall asleep during it. There was nothing in it that was compelling to me in any fashion that made me
Why is he even doing this?
What nonsense is going on out here than all the other research I had done up to that point. So, as I said before, I'm complete and total skeptic of this nonsense.
That's obvious.
What I've thought about doing is doing a multi-part series where I go out here to this overlook where that's going to be our first stop out here, which is the very first place. Anyway, our first stop, and sleeping out, spending the night there, seeing if I'd be brave enough to actually stay the night there, because kind of on the outside of the perimeter.
I'd do it.
Kind of looking down into the ranch to see if I saw any UFOs or orbs or skinwalkers. I don't know if I'll get around to actually going through with that video, but the other night I was out here and I flipped on the freaking light bar, and I gotta tell you, man, this road, even being a totally unconvinced skeptic, which I'm certain there's nothing going on out here, it is spooky. So that's what we're gonna go check out. But first off, I'm gonna take you to the very first place that I discovered this. Later on, I discovered that the place I had gone to eat lunch was actually part of the Skinwalker Ranch. So here it is, the adventure rig that we're gonna go cruise around this thing
in. So that was just part 1. If you want to check out part 2, you can go to his channel. Like I said, I'll have the description, or the channel in the description. He said he's certain that there's nothing going on out there. I don't know how you could be certain. Just like I'm not certain that it's real, but I believe that it's real. Sometimes that bugs me a little bit when they're so making fun of it so much. They need something to happen to them so that their opinion changes a little bit. What do you think? Do you believe in skinwalkers? I believe it's a Native American story and everything, and I kind of believe in a lot of that stuff. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Now it's time for the joke of the day. My boss asked me why I'm only sick on weekdays. I said, it must be my weekend immune system. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hashtag Mean Gene, all that fun stuff. And if you like this video, tell all your friends, leave a comment down below. And if you didn't like it, then just shut up. And I will see you next time.